All right. Hello, Seacret family. Jesse Macpherson here, coming at you from back in Phoenix. I'm actually here at our corporate office, actually our new corporate building here. I'd actually really love to give you guys a tour around. Maybe we should do that. But that is the conference center here where we have our Blue Diamond and Above meeting all day yesterday. And we have all day today up into the registration for our Journey conference that is here in Phoenix. With the one and only Mr. Mark Aceta. And so people have been asking me a lot, what are you doing for your birthday? And I'm like, I got the best gift ever. I get to go to a personal development seminar. And people are like, you're weird. And I'm like, you're damn right I am. And I'm grateful because it's one of those things that I think about the life that I have today and the life that I've built today. And so much of that is because I've always been curious and interested about what it was to be able to live a life worth living and what's that look like. And so our conversation today, I don't have an agenda for today's conversation. People are asking me, is my birthday? Are you really working on your birthday? And what do you want for your birthday? And I'll tell you, it's very simple. Here's what I want for my birthday. I want you to be at a view from the edge. That's what I want. Okay. So that's what I want for my birthday. I want you to come to the view and give me a big hug and say that you showed up, and not for me, for you, because this industry has given me everything that I've really wanted. Now, it didn't happen as fast as I wanted, but it was on purpose. And that's really kind of what I want to talk to you guys a little bit about here today, because we celebrate specific things, whether it be a birthday, whether it be New Year's, whether it be holidays, as these very important days. And the day that I want you to be thinking about is 5 years from now. So in 5 years from now, here's the good news. You're going to arrive. You're going to arrive. The question is where? Is it going to be a planned arrival or an unplanned arrival? And many people right now are arriving in September 1st, 2021 at a destination that was unplanned. I can promise you the destination that I have right now has been planned and planned and planned and thought about and focused on and directed and cultivated and harvested. So this is the thing I want you to think about, is where are you going to be in 5 years from now? And we're going to dive into that conversation a little bit here today. But one of the things I really want to kind of not just stressed, but right now we have the meetings that are happening today here in Phoenix, the Blue Diamonds and Above, and the mastermind that is happening is absolutely incredible. The wisdom, the focus, the fortitude, the direction, the clarity that is being developed in terms of where we're going as a company, where we're going as an organization, where we're going as a leadership body to create the ultimate premium lifestyle membership that is going to give people access to a good life. And what that good life is going to be different for everybody. For some, it's rolling with their grandkids on the carpet on the floor. For others, it's, bungee jumping out of a helicopter, right? So for others, that would be their worst nightmare, right? But the reason why I wanted to bring this up to you guys is I want to have more of a serious conversation. And a lot of the times we look at the destinations that we're heading to, and we look at them as goals of gain. And I want to kind of reverse engineer this a little bit. And I want you to be thinking about, where do you want to be in 5 years from now? And is that arrival going to be planned or unplanned? And this isn't something I made up. It's something that I got from Jim Rohn. And I love listening to Jim Rohn in the mornings, if I'm working out or I'm doing anything. And if you haven't dove into Jim Rohn's work, you need to. He is one of the greatest, not just in life and experiences, but he said, look, here's the thing. The winds of life blow the same on all of us. It is not the winds of life that determine our destination, but the set of our sail. And you can't change destination overnight, but you can change direction. So the question is this is about setting a better sail today than yesterday, this week than last week, this year than last year. And we can't control the winds, but we can control the sail and where we're heading in the direction that we're going. Now, most of us, I can tell you this, you're going to be pretty much pissed off your entire network marketing career. I'm just letting you guys know, you're just going to have to deal with it. And the reason why is because you're achievers. You want to build something, you want to do something. And I don't care, like a good example, how many of you guys are frustrated with where you are in your business right now by show of hands? Raise your hand. Yeah, everybody, not everybody. Like, and that's a sign. Frustration, the question is when do you start using frustration as an excuse versus using frustration as fuel? So today's conversation is really going to be for using frustration as fuel, because I have found that success is buried right underneath frustration as long as you don't quit. In fact, your greatest struggles will become your greatest lessons and your greatest teachings, right? You know, and one of my mentors, Britney Spears, said something that I think was important, that if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger, right? So now in this, there is truth in that. But the question is some of the things that didn't kill you, some of you, it made you bitter. And what we're doing is we're holding on to that resentment. We're holding on to that fear. We're holding on to those things and moving forward. So what I want to talk to you guys about here today is not necessarily about your goals, but what are you willing to give up to go up? What are you willing to give up to go up? A lot of the times people think it's the acquisition of new skills or traits, or I just need to do more. And I'm here to tell you, it's not doing more that's going to create the life that you want. It's becoming more. When I stopped focusing on what I needed to do and started focusing on what I needed to become, everything in my life changed. In my first years in network marketing, it was like, oh, just tell me what to go do and I'll go do it. Tell me what to go do and I'll go do it. And then I realized that a couple of years into the business, it was a little different. And how many guys have heard this expression? Find people who have what you want, do what they do, and you'll have what they have. How many guys have heard that, right? So I want to alter it a little bit for our psychology, because I think it's a better statement of saying, instead of find people have what you want, do what they do, you'll have what they have. Find people have what you want, become who they've become. That is a different context and a different way to think about it. Because one of the reasons why people doing things is different, they get different results. Would you guys agree with me that Mark Aceta doing an exposure is different than a lot of us doing an exposure in our business, even if we're doing the same thing? But at the same time, the results seem to be drastically different, right? Why? Because we're not human doers, we're human beings. And what's amazing is that what you really notice and have inside of you guys can go out there and completely revolutionize the quality of your life. So what I want you to do here real quick is this, I want you to be
summary from Atlas Biomed. The ultimate.
So, okay, is when you're going out there building a business, I want you to describe, and hang on one quick second, guys, don't go anywhere. I'm going to go get my, actually, you know what? I'm going to take you guys with me. We're going to go on a little tour of the office. Are you guys down? You guys want to see the office here? It's kind of cool. So I got my computer here, admit all. So I got, there's got to be an easier way to do this. Oh, don't close the computer. That'll shut you guys off. Don't do that. All right. So, haha, I'm here. So, so this is our new couple. There's Judy. Judy's been with Seacret for 8 years. 8 years, almost longer than me, right? So, and Judy is everybody in every part of Seacret from all over the world. And if you ever call in, you probably get a chance to see her. This is our recognition stuff over here. You can see all of our trophies. This is the food that we're gonna be eating. Well, I'm not eating because I'm on the Club Fit Challenge, so we ain't doing that. Let's see what else. We got more people. There's Tamara. So there's corporate office. We just moved into this building. This is our new customer care department that they're just starting to bring people back to as we're starting getting back into our work environment. Okay. All right. So, and then we've got, she's on the phone with somebody. So, and then we've got operations and more offices. I don't know. I'm just walking around and you guys are staring at me. This is stupid. All right, we're going back in here. Let's continue this training. So, but here's what I want to do is I wanted to draw something out for you guys because I think it's incredibly relevant towards what it is that we're building and where it is that we're going. Okay. So, except for I don't have the right equipment to plug this in. Should have been prepared for this. So that's okay. Hold on one sec. Don't go anywhere, guys. And I'm here. So here's what I want you guys to be really thinking about. All right. I got all the equipment I need to finish this training for you guys. Okay. So some people are like, what is he doing? It's my birthday. I can do whatever I want. Leave me alone. So, yeah. But I really actually want to draw this out for you guys. And I've got my Elmo here, and we are going to use this to draw this out. Okay. So this is one of those things that if we can start reevaluating how we're doing the business, here's what I want you to do. You can type it in the chat box, or if you're in a place that you can unmute, I want you to be able to do this with me, guys. And I want you to unmute. I want you to describe to me, okay, somebody, okay, that has like a leader that you admire inside of the business. And it doesn't even need to be in secret, but somebody you admire, what it is that they've done or what it is that they've accomplished in the course of their life. So I want you to describe that person to me. What are the characteristics or what are the words that you would use to describe a person that you'd like to strive to achieve to be like? So so we've got some names, but I want you to give me specific attributes. So talk to me about it. So
outgoing.
Outgoing. Okay. Okay. Outgoing.
Driven.
What else?
Driven.
Driven. Okay. What else?
Servant leader.
A what?
Servant leader comes from the heart.
Servant leader.
Relentless.
Relentless. I can't spell, so don't judge.
Consistent, Jesse, consistent.
Consistent, right? So consistent. What else? Talk to me.
Genuine.
Genuine, right? Genuine. I don't know how you spell genuine. Just
Humble. Integrity.
Hey, what? Humble. Okay. What else?
Encouraging.
Encouraging. Courage. How about courage? Courageous.
Confident.
Kind.
Integrity.
Honest.
Okay. Honest. What else? Talk to me.
Focus.
Lead by example. There's one. Lead by example.
Clear goal.
Focus. What else?
Caring.
What else? Say what?
Clear goals.
I'm sorry, one more time.
Clear goals.
Clear goals.
Clear goals.
So clear goals. Disciplined.
Focus.
Say what?
Inspirational.
Okay.
Teachable.
Confidence.
Focus.
Dynamic.
Unstoppable.
Focus.
Okay. So
Focus.
which one?
Focused.
Focus. Yeah, I think I got that one somewhere, didn't I? Or no? Focus.
Godly.
Okay. So, all right. So that's a pretty good amount here real quick. So I'm going to come back to this list here real quick. Okay. And I want to make sure that we look at this. But before I go through this, one of the things is I want you to talk to me about here real quick is what is it that you believe makes up who you are today? Okay. So like who you are today, the person that you are today, what do you think has created this person? Who you're being today is a reflection of what? So give me some examples. What would
Role models.
your role models, right? Role models. Okay. Right. So what else?
Loyalty.
Teachers, right?
Life experience.
Right.
Life experience.
Life experiences, school.
Loyalty.
Right. So
Loyalty.
the thing,
Faith.
your faith. Yep. Your faith. Right. So
Persistence.
okay. So who you are today is made up of these things, right? So I'm doing this for a reason here. And just real quick here, guys, I'm gonna have you mute out real quick for just a quick second. So now here's what's interesting about all of these things. Okay. All of these things really, if we were to describe them, all are things that really have taken place in our past. Okay. Those are past, so a lot of people would come up with the conclusion that our past determines who we are in the present. Okay. So our past makes up the things we've learned from our schools, from our teachers, from the trainings we went to, from the hardships we've had, to the lessons we've learned in our lives, right? So a lot of people would say that who we are in being in the moment is a reflection of our past. And I want you to try something on as a totally different conversation of this, of what if who you are now, okay, isn't a reflection of your past, but who you are being is actually a reflection of your future. Now you're, wait, what? But Jess, that doesn't make any sense. All right, just try this on for size, right? I want you to just real quickly, I want you to think about it like this for a quick second, okay? So I'm gonna mute everybody, all right? I want you to picture real quick, let's say you're at your job and you're just, it's not a job that you love, right? I know some of you guys don't have a job, but picture you did have a job. So you're at your job and it is Friday and it's 4 o'clock. And in an hour, you're getting off work. And when you get off work, here's what you're doing. You're getting off work and you're going home and you're packing up your stuff because in the morning you are flying to your ultimate dream destination. Let's do like the overwater bungalows in Bora Bora, where you have what they call like Tahitian TV. The Tahitian TV is where you have the floor where you see down the fish below you in your overwater bungalow, right? So, so you are flying to Bora Bora and you're flying there with the love of your life, right? So, all right. So, or someone that you want to love, or someone that just literally adores you, cherishes you, and literally the ground that you walk on, right? So you're going there with the love of your life. You've got like 10 days where you're just like totally unplugged. So you're sitting at work, it's 4 o'clock, and your boss hands you another hour's worth of work, right? Are you really that upset? No, because you know, in 2 hours, peace out, I'm going to Bora Bora, right? So you're at work and you're fired up, excited, right? Now I want you to fast forward. It's 10 days in the future and you're sitting in Bora Bora and you're in your overwater bungalow suite and you have your toes tingling, dripping off the edge of your little balcony with your feet in the water and the fishies are swimming around. And all of a sudden a thought pops into your head and you're like, oh shit. In 10 minutes, I got to go pack. And then I got to check out. And then I got to get on that boat to go to the plane to take a 40-hour flight to get home, right? And then I got to go to work on Monday. How are you feeling in that moment? Not excited, right? So you're at work, you're pumped out of your mind. You're in paradise with the love of your life and you are pissed off. You're frustrated, right? So what is the, I want you guys to be picturing this. So like, okay, that makes sense to me. So if your future, I want you to get this, if your future is actually determining who you're being in the moment, then why does it seem so much like the past determines that? And here's the reason why, okay? What most people have done if they have misplaced their past and they have put their past in their future. And the reason why is because they're not focusing on what they need to be, they're focusing on what they need to do. So your future is really what determines who you're going to be in the moment. But if you don't have clarity on your future and where you're going and what you want in your life and who you're becoming, your future will feel like your past. And this is why people say, why do I keep seeming like I'm repeating the same thing over and over and over again? Now, the reason why I brought this up and going over this is all of you describe to me, I asked you to describe to me somebody that you admire, describe to me a role model, describe to me somebody that you look up to in terms of the business. And here's none of you said, not one of you said something that you would do. It's something that you would be. None of you said, literally none of you said top salesperson. product expert. None of you even said recruiting. Like, you didn't even say good recruiter, something you do. You all described to me a way of being, of these are the things that people have become that we admire and we respect, of not what they do, of who they've become. And that's what I want people to just really start seeing and experience through you. Now, here's what's super exciting about it. If you were being honest with yourself, because most of you, you're your own worst critic. How many of you guys are really good at just kind of heaping hot coals on yourself, you know, and just beating yourself up? Like, you're like self-beaters anonymous, right? That's just where most people are. So, and we need, and somebody asked me, I was like, you know what I want? I want people to be a lot more kind to themselves. I haven't been kind to myself for a long, long, long time over especially certain situations. Right. So things we would never say to somebody else, but we say it to ourselves all the time. But here's the situation I want you to be thinking about. If these are ways of being, okay, I want you to think about it. How many of you guys have been kind at least one moment in your life? All of us. How many of you have been caring for a moment? How many of you guys have been focused, even if it was just for a day, even if it was just for a week? You've been focused. How many of you guys have been disciplined, even if it was for a day, a week? And some of you guys, I've never been disciplined. I don't care if it was in high school when you had to finish the test, or when it was, something was on the line. For many of you guys, you're like, I'm outgoing. I've never been outgoing. Parents, okay, if you are shy and you are in the mall and you turn around and your child is missing, how shy are you all of a sudden? You're not like, oh, well, I'm too shy. I can't find my kid. You are not shy in that moment, meaning all of you have outgoing in you. All of you have driven in you. All of you have consistency in you. All of you have had courageous moments. So here's what's crazy about this. You have all of this in you. You have all of it. The thing is that what we need to be doing is we just need to be reminded to step into it daily. Some of you have just disassociated with these things as if they're not you. They are. Some of you are holding labels, and most of you are holding labels from where? Your past. I literally don't care. And I'm not saying I don't care, but it's like when I go to Dr. Cohen and I give him a symptom, and he's like, Jesse, I don't care about your symptoms. Your symptoms are a byproduct of something being off in your system, right? So here's the thing. Don't tell me your symptoms. Tell me your future. Because your future and what you see and what you believe in your future is going to be who you show up in the moment. See, when your memories are more dear to you than your dreams, you are already dead. What I want people to be doing is stepping into their power and stepping up and stepping through. And here's the good news. You already got it all. You literally already got it all. But instead of doing it once a week, instead of doing it once a month, instead of doing it once a quarter, our goal here is to be stepping into it when? Every single day. And guess what? That's a choice. But human beings are weird. We're the only species I'm aware of that can consciously choose to be less than we are on a daily basis. You never see that in nature. You never see a tree go about half high and go, good enough. No, they grow as big as they can grow. There's never a time, like I've never seen a cheetah being like, you know what? I'm just kind of depressed today. These are choices. We've been given the gift from our creator of imagination and choice. And unfortunately, what most people is they imagine a life they don't even want. And they wonder why it keeps showing up. So today, on my birthday, what I want you guys to be doing is this, is I want to just remind you of how powerful you really are. But more importantly, of knowing that who you're being today is not a reflection of your past unless you decide to live there. The direction of who you're going to be today is a reflection of your future that you call yourself into being. And this is something you have to do consistently. I woke up this morning and I had to negotiate with myself to go to the gym. And it was not a fun one. right? But I said, not what am I going to do? Who am I going to be today? And I had to call that person from the future into existence because I know that I've got to show up. And this is what it is that I'm doing. And I'm not doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for me. Because I know that when I live a life lived well, other people around me will be inspired. See, it is not our darkness that most frightens us, it's our light. Say, who am I to be brilliant, bold, daring, courageous? Actually, who are you not to be? See, as you are liberated from your fears, your presence automatically liberates others when you step into your power. Playing small does not serve the world. Playing small does not serve your family. Shrinking so that others feel comfortable around you is not a life that we are going to live, not in this community. That is not what we are about. So I am so grateful to each and every one of you. And the reason why is this: you are what create the space for me to become a leader. If you didn't give me the space to coach and teach and train, I would literally just be talking to the wall. Meaning you give me that space. And the reason why I step into it is because I'm thinking about your future. I'm thinking about your 5 years. I'm thinking about your arrival, wherever that is. And I know that you can arrive at a destination that is not unplanned. You can arrive at a destination that is very well planned. And when people say, well, how can you predict the future? It's easy to predict the future when you create it every single day. So let's celebrate September 1st. All my New Year's babies, by the way, think about it, 9 months, right? For all my Virgos out there, I love you dearly. For those of you guys that are attending Journey with me here, I can't wait to celebrate and see you guys here tonight. And for those of you guys that are not here at Journey with us, make sure you get your booty to Las Vegas for a view from the edge. It'll be the first one that we have in the world of Seacret, and you will be the only people in the history of our company that will say they were at the very first view from the edge. And when I tell you about the announcements that are going to be taking place, if you think boot camp announcements were incredible, these announcements are going to be absolutely fire. Now, the price has gone up $50, but I want you guys, don't focus on the price, focus on the value, because Americans know the price of everything, but the value of almost nothing. And it's one of the reasons why so many people are finding themselves with a lack of future. So we are not doers, we are beings. And we are going to be courageous. We are going to be community. We are going to be love. We are going to be inspiration. We are going to be consistent. So today, we're going to focus on your being, because that's the only thing I'm interested in. I'm not interested in what you do. I'm interested in who you become. And I am excited to see where we are all going to be in the next 5 years when we all focus on that together. Have a phenomenal first day of the month. Let's go out there and make it a great one. I can't wait for the updates for the meetings here this week. And we'll see you guys at the Club Fit Challenge if you're in that. And we'll see you guys here at Journey. God bless. Have a great day. Bye, guys.